Hello everyone, I'm Pham Tuan Anh. I'm a master student of the STUSD Department of Visual Communication Design. Today I want to talk about my research about consumer perception of packaging design and relationship to branding and pricing, a case study of Starbucks in Taiwan. My presentation will go through 4 parts: introduction, literature review, research and analysis, and the last is conclusion. So let's go through the first part, introduction. About the package, the concept of keeping things has started since the age of nomadic hunters and gatherers, where things were kept in natural materials such as leaf, wood pieces, animal skin, and nutshells. This concept has later shamelessly evolved into the so-called packages these days, as the result to support human contemporary lifestyle through every revolutionary stage of human community. Nowadays, product packaging fulfills 3 functions: logistics function, commercial function, and environment function. This research is mainly focused on the commercial function of packaging, where the smallest elements such as text, colors, and shape are all important in impressing consumers. Since the first store opened in 1998, Starbucks has soon become the leading coffee shop franchise in Taiwan, more than 500 stores. Starbucks truly has become a symbol of coffee fashion and taste. Well-designed packaging plays a role in connecting existing brand elements such as space, service attitude with customers, creating a unified experience that no coffee brand has. This study helped determine how consumers react when they see a Starbucks product packaging and how they perceive the relationship between packaging, pricing, and branding. Consumers' response is reflected in their perception towards the acceptance of products based on the packaging itself. This also enables the study of consumer behavior according to the different demographic background. We will go to the literature review about Starbucks brand. Starbucks Corporation is an American multinational chain of coffee houses headquartered in Seattle, Washington. This brand, until late 2020 as the world's largest coffee house chain, opened more than 32,000 stores in 83 countries, including more than 16,000 company-operated stores and 16,000 Legend stores. Starbucks locations serve whole bean and instant coffee like espresso, cafe latte, frappuccino, mid-sized teas, and juices. There are also snacks, cakes, pre-packaged food items, and drinkware like mugs and bottles in different stores in different countries. Since 1996, Starbucks started to open stores overseas, starting with Tokyo, Japan, followed by Taiwan in 1998 and Korea in 1999, Hong Kong in 2000. Until September 2020, Starbucks operates 501 shops in Taiwan, according to Starbucks Annual Report 2020. About packaging design in marketing, a part of making the product and the brand is the packaging. A product package shows its typical and information of product. A well-designed and professional product packaging adds value to the product and brand itself. In the sub-role of design elements such as text, image, shapes, and size are very important for purpose of purchase. The first role of package and packaging design is to catch the consumer attention and to face out among the competition within the store or at the supermarket. Pham believes that the product package can make the product stand out from the consumer eyes. In addition, it can also convey the name and image of the company, thereby distinguishing the product from products of competitor brands. The packaging itself therefore serves as a decision communication tool and provide consumers with product-related information during the buying decision process. About variables of packaging, the first is visual elements have graphics and colors, packaging size and shape. The second is informational element have the product information and packaging technology. About resource overview, to understand consumer perception of Starbucks packaging, a questionnaire survey was used to collect consumer perceptions. We have three parts of questionnaires. The first part is to collect basic personal information of the respondents, such as age, gender, educational level, and occupation. Part 2, to collect data on the frequency and purpose of customers to go to Starbucks and their overall experience about the products. And the last part is about to focus on the three main issues that consumers are concerned about when buying a product, namely packaging, brand, and price, in which the answers are presented on the 5-point Likert scale for the respondent to choose. This questionnaire will answer respondents' perception of Starbucks beverage packaging, which will influence their purchasing decisions and state opinion on the relationship among the packaging, branding, and pricing of a product. Go to the research process. We have two phases of research. The first phase was conducted internally. A list of questions and the way how to conduct the survey was discussed to find the most relevant question as well as how to survey effectively. And the second phase is the public survey. Questionnaire form has been created by Google Forms platform, a survey creating program provided online, then randomly sent to community in some areas around the SDOSD campus via email, QR code scanning, and some social networks. About results and discussion, respondents in this study include those around SDOSD. The subjects of this research survey are conducted by convenient sampling methods. The total number of obtained results is 33. So we have some discussion. The first is respondent behavior is influenced by the gender and occupational factors. The specificity of survey place as it is conducted around the university campus where many students are concentrated. Many surveys have shown that consumers of this age are very focused on brands and they judge brands based on perceived quality, value for money, and density of appearance within the range. Table 2 lists that how often respondents visit a Starbucks store and how they personally rate the price of products for this brand. We have other discussion. This has resulted in a new lifestyle where people enjoy spending time relaxing at cafes with eye-catching dining space, especially brand ones. If consumers choose to experience drink outside of the store, this group of people has more choice of beverage packaging when in addition to default plastic or paper cups, they can buy cups and water bottles product of Starbucks. Through that, they can both express their own personality and experience Starbucks drinks. About the frequency of visits to a Starbucks store, results show that Starbucks is not an everyday coffee brand that consumers can buy without thinking. Part of the reason is the price issue. Apparently, a consumer cannot come to buy a drink every day at a coffee shop is priced higher than the average market price of the similar beverage. They will prioritize choosing faster and cheaper coffee brands because they do not always have time to explain all the preeminent values of Starbucks experience drink. Indeed, according to the survey, the main reason why Starbucks prices are higher than the market is due to brand value and the cost of customer experience. Only a few consider the high price for product quality. This shows that, in a sense, customer experience and brand equity can easily affect the price of the product. Table 3 shows respondent perception of packaging design, branding, and pricing based on the 5-point Likert questionnaire. Overall, with average score about 3, all respondents agree that three factors affect their perception and buying behavior. However, packaging and branding factors influence perceptions of quality and buying behavior rather than price factors. So we have other main points. The sixth is for the consumer, the design of the packaging is very important. In this study, all participants agree that the design of the coffee packaging is important and that they convey distinct message. Consumers will tend to choose coffee packaging that meets the requirements, such as appropriate eye-catching design and, importantly, distinguishes it from other brands in the market. In fact, Starbucks coffee packaging models really meet these criteria by using the simple, modern design that still stand out in accordance with the brand style and color. Starbucks really attract the attention of consumers. Seventh, regarding the importance of brand to coffee company, all participants agree with this opinion. A coffee brand will help consumers easily distinguish their favorite coffee brand from others in the context of more and more coffee companies entering the market. Moreover, if the brand becomes strong, it will even have a significant influence on consumer buying psychology. Therefore, manufacturers need to spend on advertising and promotion to make their brands impress as many consumers as possible, thereby building brands in their eyes over time. As in terms of price, all respondents thought that high-quality coffee would have a more expensive price. This is obvious because in fact there are many different coffee production technologies with different costs. In order to produce high-quality coffee, they need to strictly control from the planting, harvesting, and to the roasting state, and then finally the finished product. So high price mean higher quality standard for coffee. However, manufacturers should not base this argument then increase the price of their product to prove that their products are high quality. Part of the reason is that consumers will have a perception that buying branded coffee represents a higher consumer status. There are different classes of consumers with different purchasing power. Each class has different standards of coffee product. In addition, these people have different design, mostly consistent with their status. So we have final conclusion that from the result obtained from 33 respondents around the SDUSD campus after taking Starbucks brand as a survey case. This study found that the relationship between the consumer and packaging exists. At the same time, it also shows the different consumer respond to the packaging. From there, consider arising issues such as the impact of packaging on consumer perception of brands and price of the products. This study comes to conclusion that the role of packaging is very important and that it directly affects consumer perception of product pricing as well as good or bad impression of the brand. This study serves as a preliminary study aimed at examining consumer perception of packaging and the relationship between appearance, branding, and pricing that can influence buying behavior. Also, the resource scale is small and not generalized enough for large markets. This research is the premise for other brands to be able to conduct in-depth study with a wide range of target markets for each product in order to obtain the highest efficiency of each product. So thank you for attention.